Hey guys. So again, when we're doing something like this, I'm not going to be in any way interacting with chat. Just to let you know. I just wanted to let you guys know when we do these. Typically I'll be in no way interacting with chat. I need my hands on the wheel and my eyes on the road, so I'll be in absolutely no way interacting with chat until I get to where I need to get to. And we're just gonna talk a little bit. Feel free to leave your comments and chat messages or whatever, but I will not be able to interact with them until again I get to my destination. So we did a nice long stream last night. If you're interested in some relaxing content related, we did a relaxed stream, marble sounds, marbles, making like tubes and stuff out of marbles. Follow the tubes and everything. I think that's actually really cool, and I actually think the sounds and everything are kind of a little bit relaxing and stuff. Almost like people are just playing with marbles or something. I think it's pretty cool. And then we like to do this from time to time, do like relax streams and stuff. Anybody that wants to check out some of the content that we've done previously in regards to that, we've done some stuff with like a stream where you can hear the water sounds and everything, and that content isn't going to stop. I do plan to continue doing that. It's just it's going to take some time, and also I had to get rid of the issues that we were having. I had to address that. That's why we spent so much time putting out content lately and being on here and deducing the problems. I haven't. Last night was probably the most sleep I've gotten in a while. I don't know if you noticed, guys, that essentially lately I haven't probably looked like I've slept very much. A lot of going on. Last night was probably the most slept I've gotten in a while. Most sleep I've gotten in a while, I should say. I slept, yes. Most slept. Last night was the most sleep I've gotten in a while. And again, somebody's been harassing me. Somebody's been, the whole time I've been on this platform, essentially just trying to troll what I do and look like a good guy in the long run, And then again, what he's doing in the background is he's trying to look, essentially he got really entitled about this too, and didn't realize that it was all just an act to draw out essentially that he's a troll and that he was doing it the whole time. The fact that there are certain things that he was willing to stream to just try to copy what I was doing showed me that. So and then just not doing it right too, just not having the correct responsibility about it. For example, essentially all right, the whole point was that I was talking about the fact that my streams weren't showing up with other streamers and stuff like that, and we've been looking at swipe feeds and stuff, and so that's why we've been looking at this stuff, and that's why I typed the link in the chat earlier in the marble stream, because essentially all I'm doing is swiping down from my stream. And these are the recommendations. And guys, I make gaming content and stuff like that. It's also what I watch. I typically on YouTube, I'm literally watching either Scammer Payback or Dr. Mike or Rain videos or just relaxing content that I think is either funny or enjoyable. I am not what, you know what I mean? So that's the point. I'm sitting here and all I do is scroll one time, and there's some scammer from India sitting there laying there in a bed and stuff like that. And then I show that on the stream, and then like it shows up more regularly every single day. Like this is apparently content all over the place, and I wasn't even aware of it. And so we just started showing that on the stream recently about how many of them there are just doing this type of content and violating YouTube's policies. So I think that's interesting, and it doesn't go unnoticed that essentially all that started showing up below my streams and all kinds of stuff. So that doesn't go unnoticed, okay? I will address chat in a little bit if we're having an issue essentially with I know Nightbot likes to time people out for various things and emojis and stuff like that. So like just be aware, guys, if you're typing any consecutive emojis, Nightbot's just going to time you out. It shouldn't time you out for very long. You should be able to type after a few minutes or so. If not, I'm not really sure what to tell you. Just try to type one emoji next time. But I do not condone this. That's Nightbot rules. That's not my rules. I don't care about emojis. It doesn't bother me. That's again somebody just using Nightbot. At least they shouldn't be using Nightbot. Kind of like when Nightbot says the same message over and over and over. All right, so we're pulling up here. I'm gonna be able to read some messages. So are we just sitting at the ATM, not using it, or are we gonna pull up and use it? So this person's sitting here and nobody's in front of them. Okay. I gave them a full. I was gonna give them like 30 seconds and then beep. I'm patient. Yeah. Yep, and then these people from India show up too, conveniently. Like, I don't mind that, but like, you guys see what I'm talking about? Like, YouTube's trending is weird. Like, this is what I've been talking about lately. Like, it has more to do with what you say in your streams instead of the category of your gaming. Or the cat. So like essentially you have this oversaturated gaming market. So essentially what they've been doing is pretty much anybody that starts talking on YouTube on a live stream now, they're just going to start including your stream in the category of things that you talk about instead of the actual content itself. So that's why, like, essentially, like, you know, like we've been talking about scammers, we've been talking about this or that, data breaches and all that. So that's why they've been showing up in the swipe feeds. I think it's crazy that they can show up after talking about scammers, yet YouTube isn't doing, like they know they're scammers, that's why they're showing up, yet yet they're there. Let's see here. I must. Oh. Oh, that's weird. I'm gonna have to go back. This thing's weird. I'm gonna have to go back. I do not know what's going on with this thing. I'm not gonna say it out loud. So I'm worried about that. Oh well. Anyway, that's why that's been happening. Essentially, YouTube is including you in what you say in content, like essentially the things that you say out loud. That is where you're included in the swipe feed. It's not what you watch. It's not based on that. No. And this is the misconception, essentially. People think it's based on what you watch. That's how it used to be. It's not based on that anymore. So, again, this randomly started happening out of nowhere. I wasn't even aware of these things. And then, sure enough, if I'm sitting there and showing it to you guys on the stream and watching it for even more than a few seconds, just because I'm showing it to you guys, it's the very next one below my stream. So it's kind of what it looks like is it kind of looks like YouTube is playing some sneaky trick where essentially because I'm talking about scammers and I'm talking about this stuff, they have me on the swipe feed with the scammers. But then when I show it and I'm only watching it, and they know this, they know I'm only watching it for a few seconds because they can look at that. And so the point is I'm only watching it for the few seconds I show it and stuff like that. I think it's hilarious how this is conveniently all happening around this time where essentially now this all changes, and now if I watch it for a few seconds it shows up directly below my stream on the swipe feed too. This is what I've been talking about. Essentially YouTube is being manipulated by scammers. They're bots and stuff like that, and everything that you trend and everything that's recommended is being manipulated by scammers. It's not what you actually should be recommended to you and stuff like that. I also noticed that YouTube is deleting history. So I was going to prove to you essentially that this started at a certain point and like literally just show you my history. But as I was scrolling through, it only goes back so far, and that never used to be the case. Even on the browser, it only goes back so far. And that was never the case. And then all of a sudden, right around this, I can only go back so far. Okay? So this YouTube is being real sneaky about stuff. Again, while it looks like scammers, it also looks like YouTube at the same time, because again, these policies, these very basic things that were never this way suddenly change, and it becomes more of a uniform thing, almost like it's YouTube doing it the whole time. So again, I think it's really fucked up that you can only go back so far in your history, and the crazy thing is, it's like a few days. Yeah, it's like a few days. So again, yeah, the history then would just be filled with all the things where literally I sat there for hours with you guys, swiping, and it was just nothing but that. So now my history is filled with yeah, exactly what we're swiping, and then, you know, like the in-betweens here and there from what I'm watching and stuff like that. And then conveniently, I can't go back any further than that. So again, this is the content I was going to make. I was going to make some content where I showed you guys essentially the sneakiness that YouTube is getting up to and stuff like that. I was going to be like, well, if we scroll back here, you're going to see some pretty normal fucking history where we're watching, like, you know, 365 streams, back when I used to watch Cookie's streams, back, you know, Michael does live streams, like all these streams that I used to watch, like I was basically just going to start showing you the normalcy of the history, and conveniently I can only go back so far, only a couple days. So essentially, this is a design by YouTube to prevent you from proving that YouTube is trying to essentially not trend you and torpedo your channel and make it never trend, so that essentially everybody either thinks you're a scammer or thinks you're this or that. And case in point, this guy that has been manipulating my entire niche and stealing content ideas and stealing subs from me, and by the way, sent me harassing text messages and declared war on me in my chat way back a long time ago, and then pretended to be my friend forever. This guy gets sponsorship. This guy has thousands of subscribers, and meanwhile, he's the one stealing content ideas from me and stuff like that. What's this lady doing? Oh, I see. It's actually not exactly legal to do that, but that's fine. It's not that big a deal. So this lady, I guess, is on a stream with somebody else, and they're standing on the side of the road trying to get a truck to beep its horn. It's not that big a deal. But there is a little bit of a loophole with that, FYI. I found out that that's not technically legal to do that. Isn't that weird? That's one of those weird ones. Yeah, that's one of those weird ones. Now, I think it's different for the state. It's not technically legal, though. Yeah. I think I know why. But I'm not going to say it out loud. It's one of those things where, like, somebody would reverse engineer it for something bad. I'm not doing that. That's because that's what this has been doing. Every single thing I tell you guys that's happening, he confirms that he did in fact do it and he made it happen, and then he reverse engineers it again. Yep. That's what he's been doing. So I think it's funny how he had 20 plus concurrents the very second the stream started, and then as soon as Nightbot started timing people out for spam and emojis, everybody left. That's fake. That's somebody staging something. That's somebody coming in to intentionally get blocked, get timed out, so that way they can make it look like essentially this is what happens on the channel. They leave the stream, the concurrents go down to 0, cycle repeats itself. A certain person has created this toxic environment on my channel, and again, I'm all about positivity. I've always been. It's been hard to prove that in the past few years because I've had a scamming content creator taking advantage of everything he knew about my situation. A long time ago, he sent me a text about 365, basically asking me if I think 365 is a scammer, and he told me that he shared his information and that he put it online and embarrassed him, blah, 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 blah. Basically, it was very obvious to me. It was very obvious to me that this guy was trying to create a scenario where I wouldn't like this guy. But regardless, I don't care what he's doing. At this point, he came into my channel. The last time he came in, got timed out for 3 things he lied about in a row, and then started flipping out in text messages to me and 365. So that's the maturity level of somebody like that, and that's why I fucking blocked him. I didn't block him. That's why I timed him out, and then he blocked me. And then after that, he unblocked me and then tried to apologize and stuff like that. No. That's the point. I'm so done. There's very, very, very obviously some things throughout the years that he's been doing, and I've been saying certain things, to essentially very obviously, like I'll say this or that, and then he just does that or this, and it's like, wow, okay, so you're here to copy ideas. You are here to essentially do exactly what I'm doing. You're not a content creator. You're a copycat. You're a scammer. That's what scammers do. So I'm all about positivity, and I always want to be, guys. And so like that's what this was about, to let you know again, to remind you. And again, I'm not mentioning any names. I'm just telling you what's happened. A certain content creator. Appreciate you guys. Thank you.